Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is September 11th, 2019. This is a general love reading for the sign of Taurus. It can pertain to any relationship, situation, and or circumstance you are dealing with. Be flexible with the energy. I have pre-shuffled and I'm going to get started right away with you. Okay, let's see what's up for Taurus today. In your underlying energy, you have the Devil in reverse. Sorry about the shaking. I'm trying to adjust. My feet are shaking the table right now. Paired with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Judgment in reverse. The Tower in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And Two of Wands. Well, I think we can end this reading here, Taurus. This is some pretty heavy energy that you're dealing with. Okay, so in your underlying energy, Devil reversed, Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like you are at your wit's end regarding a situation. It looks like this is a relationship, centered around a relationship. There's some grief and sorrow regarding a decision that was made or is currently being made. This feels like a decision that was made in the past. I do also feel like there is some healing surrounding a decision that was made, something that was probably not a wise decision or did not end up being what you had hoped that it would be. The Tower has come down on a relationship, a significant relationship. This could be a romantic relationship. It could also be a family situation, friends, co-workers. But whoever you're dealing with is a significant person in your life. With the Lover's card here in reverse, there may be separation, lack of communication, and there's some definite anger, harsh feelings. No, my daughter's cat has been incessant. Here he is again. He just about ruined my Aries reading, and here he is. You've got to stay away, Sylvester. I can't do this with you on my lap. Sorry, Taurus. I think you're at a crossroads right now trying to decide what to do next regarding this situation that you're dealing with. Whatever happened did not work out the way you had hoped that it would. Whatever decision was made ended up being the wrong decision or ended up working against you. Let's see what else comes up for you, Taurus. Clarifying the Devil energy in reverse, you have the King of Wands. Here's your energy. So you're angry, Taurus. You may feel a little bit of lack of control regarding your emotions. You're pissed. You may be even harboring some resentment. Clarifying the Nine of Wands with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So something has gotten in the way of your happiness. Something is impeding your progress towards something that would make you happy. Two of Wands in reverse. Again, a decision was made or something happened that changed the course of action and created grief and hardship for you. Here he is again. Sylvester, I really can't. Ten of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands. There's the Lovers again in the upright position, clarifying the Knight of Swords. And the Hermit in reverse. Okay, I need you to go. I can't. So I do feel, before I go on with my third deck, I do feel, Taurus, like you are trying to get away from these feelings. I feel like this is something that's been going on for a period of time, that you're feeling beaten down and broken. You want to relieve yourself of the stress, the negative emotions, the lack of hope. I do feel like this has affected a significant relationship in your life. Some kind of conflict or competition surrounding a relationship. And you want to move away from this. You want to relieve this burden. There's still a considerable amount of anger or resentment surrounding a significant relationship. But I do believe there's hope, especially with this card upright. Sylvester, I really can't do this. He is just so insistent that he's going to stay up here. I can't. He did this the entire last video. I ended up letting him stay in my lap, but then I get distracted and I can't focus on the story that I'm telling. So he's got to stay away. Good, he's playing with his toy now. So I do feel like you feel like you need to make a decision, and it's one that you need to make by yourself, something that you need to come to terms with on your own. With the Hermit in reverse, I do feel like you have isolated yourself with this conflict, that you do not come back. No, no, go on. Come on, please, no. He never used to do this, and then he sat on my lap one day, and he's decided this is where he needs to be all the time. And when I'm not sitting here, he's in my chair, so I always have to move him out of my chair. So cute right now. He's playing with his toy. All right. Sorry, Taurus. Let's get back to you. All right. Tell me more about Taurus's situation here, please. Clarifying the Devil in reverse, you have the Ace of Swords. So you are seeking some clarity. You don't have it right now. Nine of Cups. This is regarding something that you may have manifested, something you were hoping for, something you were dreaming for. Again, Nine of Cups is paired with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Something did not transpire for you or did not make you happy, whatever this thing was that you were manifesting for yourself. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This might be regarding a family situation, possible divorce or separation. Five of Wands again in the same set of cards that has the Five of Wands. That's clarifying the Tower. Two of Swords again, clarifying the Lovers in reverse. Knight of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of anger. You don't know how to act. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go from here. You're spending some time in solitude. There's a lot of anger surrounding this situation, this relationship, or whatever has happened regarding the relationship or within the relationship. And right now you're feeling a little bit out of control regarding your emotions or how you want to act or react within the situation. You're spending some time by yourself trying to make a decision on where to go from here. This feels very solitary to me. Whatever decision you're coming to, decision you're making, I do feel that I don't have anybody else's energy on the table yet, but I do feel like there is a lack of communication right now regarding this relationship and the conflict that's in it. So you are not speaking to whoever is involved with you in this situation, and probably for the best, because the conflict is ongoing. Don't come back here. No, do not come back here. No. I think that in the past, whatever decision, of course here he is, whatever decision was made, it was not a decision that was made that was well thought out, and that you didn't necessarily go with your gut, with your heart, with your intuition. It was a poor decision, whatever happened. within this relationship dynamic. Good idea. Go open the window. Here, I'll even open it for you. Sorry, Taurus. The window is sticky and then he leaves. Okay, it's open for when he comes up here again. Okay. I'm sorry, Taurus. I'm really distracted by the cat, and I don't mean to be, but you did this to me last time, and it's just ongoing. I haven't done videos for 4 days, and I'm trying to get these done, and he's in my business. He's up in my business. Trying to mess shit up for me. So again, there's a lack of clarity here. For whatever reason, however, there's no communication. I do feel like if there was communication, you could clear up whatever you are not feeling certain about. There is hope based on what I'm seeing in the cards, but there is just a lot of emotions surrounding the situation. And again, I don't have anybody else's energy on the table. There's a lack of understanding, a lack of movement forward toward how to handle the situation. Let's see what else we get for you. Emperor, you're trying to gain some control. Chariot in reverse, there's no movement right now, currently. There's no movement in the right direction. You may have left the building. You may have left the situation, or the person that you're dealing with decided to walk away from this relationship for a period of time, maybe to cool off, gain some clarity, gain some perspective, and you're working on releasing this burden. There's the Two of Swords again for the third time. You're trying to block out this conflict. I think walking away from this situation, you feel at least you don't have to. There's the Knight of Wands again in the upright position, clarifying the same set of cards. The Ace of Cups. You may be deciding whether or not you want to walk away from this relationship altogether, that maybe you've lost interest in trying to maintain the love or trying to maintain this relationship. And you definitely want to take some kind of action. But your emotions are all askew right now, Taurus. You are not in the right frame of mind to take any action or make any moves, because, and I think you know that if you try to do something right now, it's going to mess things up further. So you've walked away, and I do believe that is in order to block yourself from conflict. Two of Swords twice. You've walked away from this relationship, separated for the time being, or ended communication in order to block yourself from this conflict. And again, in the same set of cards with the Tower, we have the Five of Wands again with the Ten of Wands in reverse. You're trying to relieve yourself of this burden. You're working on this, trying to walk away from this conflict. I don't feel like you can walk away from it, however. I feel like you want to, but I think you know you can't walk away from it. You have to face it, and I think you realize that, but at this point in time you cannot. Again, this may be concerning a family situation. Here he is again. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Some decision regarding a family situation caused some grief, and you walked away, or someone has walked away from you. But everything is up in the air right now. Ouch. We've got to go. Let me get another set of cards, Taurus, and see what else we can get for you. If you're seeking some clarity on the situation about what to do, right now I'm not seeing what that is. If I'm being honest, the one thing that you can count on that can often be a catalyst to resolution is communication. And right now you're blocking yourself completely from communication. So, you know, I don't know what to say about that except that if you block yourself from communication, A, you're not going to get much in the way of answers, and B, resolution definitely is not on the table if you can't communicate. You may not want to communicate. Maybe communication in the past has been futile. Maybe you've had nothing but arguments when you try to communicate with your person. I don't have their energy on the table at all yet. Let's see if we can get one more set of cards, and then I'll do some clarifiers if need be, and see if we can't get any information regarding your person. One of air and 6 of fire. So this would indicate that there is your mind is not clear right now regarding the situation, and you're in a state of trying to analyze it. You're trying to figure things out. But I do believe emotions are getting in the way for you right now. That the emotions are keeping you from coming to terms with this or making a decision regarding the situation. Okay, communication is all over the table here. So first of all, we have 2 of air and crone of fire. So this indicates words that need to be said and heard. Communication needs to happen. Regarding an ending, it's possible that you are looking at an ending, maybe a divorce, at least a separation or removal of yourself from this relationship. If that isn't in fact what you are working toward, then that actually needs to be communicated, because it hasn't been, based on what I'm seeing. And you might be blocking yourself from having to do this, having to end something, having to say these words, or hearing those words from somebody else. I feel like this is a situation, this conflict is something that's happened over a significant period of time. This is not something new within this relationship, this dynamic. It's something that's reoccurred. It's been an obstacle in this relationship, and you feel the need to take action, not only to defend yourself, but to do something about it and make a definitive decision regarding this relationship. So we have the 9 of earth and the mother of air. So the 9 of earth card indicates doing nothing. Maybe sitting and just kind of, you know, sitting still and thinking. And in this case, it can be a very positive card, but this feels like it's not about taking action, but really clearing your mind and thinking about what you want to say, what you want to communicate, because this card is all about communication also. So communication, possibly about an ending, but you have in this last 2 set of cards, you have a lot of action cards that it's clarifying. In other words, I think you feel like you need to take action, you need to do something, but I think what the cards are telling you is not about doing something. It's about being still and being clear about the decision you want to make, taking the time you need, and then communicating clearly, making sure you're heard, making sure your words are precise, and letting whoever you're involved with know in a clear manner of where you're coming from regarding a possible ending. This can be different for everybody watching, because you do have the Lovers in the upright position too. So there could potentially be a resolution, but there's also an ending on the table. Crone of Fire indicates blowing out the candle on a situation and communicating that. But this can also indicate ending the conflict. Maybe you want to blow the candle out on whatever reoccurring conflict you've had within this relationship so you can mend it and repair it and fix things. And see, we're only at 20 minutes, Taurus, so I'm going to get some clarifiers and see if we can't get any more information for you before I end this reading. And as you can see, he's back. There he is. I'm going to let him stay since I'm done with my cards, and I'm just going to get some clarifiers. So he gets to stay now. Okay, let's find out about the communication. Mother of Air. Tell me more about the Mother of Air for Taurus. Tell me about the Mother of Air. Okay, what I'm seeing here is full communication, putting everything out on the table to once and for all end this conflict. Full on action, but action towards communication. And we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Take your time with this, is what the cards are telling me. Spirit wants you to take your time with this and make sure that when you do communicate, you're communicating fully regarding this conflict and what's going on within this relationship. And the moon, with the moon in reverse, there should be nothing withheld. Don't hold back any secrets. If there has been secrets or deceit or lies or just withholding information, that cannot happen with this communication moving forward. You need to put everything out on the table. Let's see what else we get for... Let me get clarity on this Five of Wands. Maybe I can get a clearer understanding of what kind of conflict you're dealing with. Five of Wands. Ten of Cups in reverse again, second time. Well, I'm not going to get clarity on what the exact conflict is because whoever's watching this and resonating with it will be different for all of you. But there's definite conflict that's caused a significant amount of unhappiness. I think there's potential for a Ten of Cups within this relationship, but right now that's not happening and there's no movement, mostly because of emotions. Emotions are getting in the way. Lack of communication or inability to communicate effectively is probably what it is, more so than anything else. And it might not be just you that's blocking communication. It might be coming from both ends. You might be at a standoff with this person and just refusing to communicate, and I have a feeling they're doing the same, and I have a feeling this has happened repeatedly. And when you do communicate, I have a feeling that you do it defensively. Both of you are coming at communication with a feeling that you have to defend yourself and, you know, get a leg up on the other person. And that's not working for you. It's ultimately damaging the relationship. Tell me more about the Judgment card in reverse. What decision was made? Taurus. Interesting that the Page of Pentacles again in reverse. So the first card I saw was the Page of Pentacles, and I'm trying to clarify Judgment in reverse, and it was already clarified by Page of Pentacles. So right now, you're not willing to hear your person out. Nobody wants to be the first to say, let's talk. Let's get things cleared up. You're in a state of rest over this heartache, and you may even be waiting for the other person to make a move first. But, hate to break it to you, Taurus, I don't think that's going to happen. Someone's going to need to make the move to resolve this issue. I'm going to get one more clarifier on the Crown of Fire, and then I'm going to close out this reading. Tell me more about the Crown of Fire for Taurus. Okay, I'm getting a sense again that this is something that has happened repeatedly. You are cautious about starting something new with this person or starting over with this person. You're cautious about a new beginning. You may feel like you need to let this go. You have the Hierophant in reverse. This can indicate divorce. And you have Justice in reverse. I think at least right now, you're feeling like this needs to end because there is no resolution. That this is just a situation that's unjust. This might be a karmic relationship that you need to let go. There's a considerable amount of lack of hope, like you're feeling you're on your last. You're just feeling like you want to wave the white flag and say I give up on this potential dream, because I do feel at one time it was a dream that you manifested this relationship into your life, and that you thought that at least at one time you thought that this would be your 10 of Cups, but it's not. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that if anything you got a little bit a sense of clarity or confirmation on how you were feeling. I wish the best for you. If you do decide to move forward with communication, that's probably your best bet. At the very least, communicate clearly. But Spirit says wait until your mind is focused and that you're clear of negative emotions, so you can handle this in a manner that will be productive for you and your person. I wish the best for you, and I hope that I can't reach the phone to turn off the camera because of the cat. I'm gonna have to let him. Anyway, Taurus, I hope that you join me next time, and I hope that this was helpful for you. Take care. Bye.